Hi, it's Larry Gaines, Power Cycle Trading. I wanted to talk about the crude oil markets right now. There, a lot of talk, a lot of conversation going on as far as what's driving the market. How much lower can it go? So I'm going to show you in this short video a couple of key points to consider and to look at and keep in perspective. Now, I started trading crude oil in 1980 and started, in a pretty big way. I started trading cargoes of foreign crude, so it's not something new to me. So one thing that you should be focused on right now is the dollar. Now, this is the U.S. dollar index, and you can see this is on a monthly time frame. So the dollar was in a major what we call a volatility compression squeeze, where it was consolidating sideways from about May 2013 and then broke here September 2014. So currently triggered a massive move to the upside. Now, as the dollar goes up, global commodities are priced in dollars, so that makes global commodities more expensive, and that reduces demand. And that's kind of also something that can affect the global economies as well. If the global economies are slow growth, they have less demand as well, and so then things become more expensive as far as buying crude, and they cut back. So let's take a look at this. Here's the dollar index pushing higher, and let's look at the correlation and see how that affects crude oil. So in this picture, you can see how closely correlated the U.S. dollar is on the left to crude oil on the right. So here's a monthly chart of the dollar index, a monthly chart of crude oil. Now, as we had this compression squeeze triggered to the upside on the dollar index, we also had a volatility compression squeeze on a monthly time frame for crude oil futures, and it triggered to the downside. So totally correlated, dollar up, crude down. Now, this is a monthly macro time frame, so this gives you a big long-term picture. Now, we can look for cycle changes using our indicators, cycle 1, 2, and 3. And this is one way that I'm able to capture some really good swing trades or even longer-term trend changes. So let me give you a couple of pictures of potential price points where we may be headed here. Now, based on the dollar index, again, this is the monthly time frame, I've mapped out 3 target areas. So the first target zone that we're coming to that'll be some major resistance is $89.90. Let's call it $90. And then the next zone would be 93.5, and then the top would be around 97. So these are price targets for the dollar index. Now, right in here, then you have to look to see where crude will be at this point in time. So if you'd like to learn more about this and how these correlations work and the direction of crude oil, I'm going to be doing a free webinar on crude oil and how to trade crude oil, and that's going to be on next Monday, the 8th of December. So let me give you those details, and if you'd like to learn more, sign up for this free register now for this free webinar, and it'll be again on Monday, the 8th of December at 7 p.m. Eastern. So just use the link on this email, the registration link. Just click on it and sign up, and join me for Want to Learn to Trade Crude Oil. It'll be Monday, December the 8th at 7 p.m. Eastern. And some of the things we'll cover is, the history of oil, major oil benchmarks and their importance, global oil flows, my favorite kind of trading vehicles to trade oil and energy, the importance of market contango and backwardation dynamics and how to use those for your trading. And then, a big key is to how to identify oil cycles and trend shifts and ride them in the right direction. So we're going to be just a few of the topics that we'll be covering, but it's also going to be a very interactive webinar, so you can ask lots of questions. So please join me again. That's for, hold on, I'll give you that link again. It's at the bottom of the page. So that's going to be on Monday, December the 8th at 7 p.m. Learn how to trade some crude oil and join me there. And also going to be sharing some really great oil stories that I've had over my career. So I think you'll enjoy it. It'll be a lot of fun, and I look forward to it. Ciao.